Yeah, perhaps I should say welcome to everybody. Hi, Andres. Let's get started to head commit and push something around Bach and Ikonli tonight.
Yeah.
So let me show you what we try to do. We want to have Bach, a build tool that builds only Java modules, to build the project Andres created and maintains, which was updated 8 minutes ago.
Yep.
Which is more or less a collection of icons usable in Swing and FX, distributed as Java modules, right?
Yes, the whole project is modular.
Yeah, but what's the purpose of Ikonli? Icon packs.
Well, so many years ago, when I started the Griffon project, one of the things that we wanted to have is, well, the Griffon is a desktop for creating, it's a framework for creating applications for the desktop. It targets Swing and JavaFX and a few other UI toolkits. Because of that, you would like to put some flair or some icons on your applications, and there are many ways that you can do this. There are PNGs, or they may be image icons, or they may be font icons. So I think it was around 6 or 7 years ago when Font Awesome was announced, and everybody went crazy with font icons, and there is a bunch of icons out there.
Yep.
And because they are font-based, it's easy to support them in either Swing or JavaFX applications. So basically, that's what Ikonli is. It provides a font icon for Swing or a font icon for JavaFX, and it allows you to load different icon packs. An icon pack is a set of icons for a particular family. So, for example, there's font icon. Font Awesome, or there is Octicons from GitHub, or is weather icons, and so many others. There are about like more than 50 different icon packs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and you get a lot of icons just by using the name within your source code and your application, and you get the image printed on a button, on a label, whatever you want.
Exactly. So the font icon is a visual component that, in the case of Swing, is an icon, a subclass of the icon class. In the case of JavaFX, it's a subclass of text. Basically, it's a node, so you can put it anywhere where a node goes.
Yeah, I see. Nice. Yeah. But actually, I don't think we want to use Ikonli tonight. Or it could be our last integration test, maybe, that we use.
If we can launch the application, yeah. So there are a few things that are happening right now in the build.
Let's look at the build, because that's the interesting part for tonight. So you're using Gradle, right?
Yeah.
And you have, I pretend I didn't dig too deep into the layout, but I found there's a core in the apps directory.
Yes.
And the core looks like here's everything defined about the innards and then the kernel of the project. And everything else and all the packs are in the icon dash packs or icon minus pack directory. So though they all are independent to each other here, but they all shall depend, and this we're going to verify this, on the core module.
Correct.
So, and I skipped the Gradle information and Gradle files on purpose, because tonight we want to focus solely and without an exemption on the Java syntax and all the things you have already defined here. And my claim is that it's totally enough to build a project if you have module info files declared in your project. And all the information you defined here are enough to build such a thing, such a module with this name. Whoever sees it first time tonight, there are some other modules required. Here's a package exported, and interesting enough, here is a service.
Yeah. Every icon pack exposes at least 2 services. There is another icon pack that exposes about 30 of them.
Whatever it does, there's a service defined, and this is coming from the core package, I guess.
Yes.
Why isn't here a core?
Because the main. Well, hold on a second. Yeah, the core. The core module does not use the core package.
Ah, okay. So you have a difference in the module name, which is stated here, and everything that's inside starts with core Ikonli org.
Yes.
Okay. So I would expect it to see a core here too, to match it with my eyes straight away, explicitly. But I can do this, and the compiler does it as well on the fly. Insert a core here, just
okay
for my mind. So, but here we have org, cod Ikonli, and this is the module we just picked by chance, aren't design icons. So everything that is exported, in my eyes, this is perfect, should start with this package name, at least for the exported packages. They do match. And same goes for the services that are provided and implemented in this module. So this is perfect naming patterns. I appreciate that. Okay, so anything else we should look at? So we have core icon packs. What's inside apps?
Apps, it has 4 applications that you can load. No, it's only 3. The first 2, Sampler, JavaFX, and Swing.
Yeah.
It's a trivial application for each UI toolkit that shows every single icon in different tabs. So that's why you can quickly see if something is working or not.
Okay, here we go. There's a package Ikonli sampler swing, and here's some application going on with the invoke later for the rendering thread.
And then use the tab. Yeah, so that's the tab that displays the icons per se. And there you see right in the middle the for loop for iterating over all the services.
Ah, here we go.
That's how it dynamically knows which icon packs, which icon names provide the enum, the enum instances or the enum
to the
constants.
provider. Yes.
And that's how he knows what to do.
And then he creates a tab for each icon with a new demo tab, which is maybe created down here. Yeah, it's defined here, or declared in this inside.
Yeah.
Yes. And
so that was a very, very simple application. And there, the JavaFX counterpart is pretty much the same deal, but with JavaFX classes.
Yeah, just
it looks a little bit different, but it does exactly the same. I believe.
It even got the same name, so should be almost the same.
Well, I think they changed it so that it uses for loops as well.
Ah,
so of course, instead of a swing tab, it uses a JavaFX tab and a tab pane, but it's basically the same code.
I see.
All right.
So it could run in a browser with the right packages, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
you run that,
you could run on the browser.
Yeah, but I think this should be our milestone. If we get to run those, maybe even build those with Bach and run them on your desktop, I think this would be our first milestone for tonight.
Right, so, because the last application, the Ikonli browser,
yes,
that has more interactivity. It also displays every single icon, but you can also search for them.
Yeah, and I see Garrett was here.
It's because of the grid pane effects component. That one. Yeah.
Now, when I see something like this in the modular world, I always hope those packages are not exported by a module which is named like Ikonli browser.
And it
And you
does
see,
not export it.
but why is this exported?
Yeah, exports the browser, but it does not export the classes from Hans.
Yes, exactly. And it requires a lot. Man, did you type this?
Yes.
Yeah, that's perfect, because here you declare, like in your Java program, import whatever. I require this module. So it was a conscious decision to have those modules here. And this is great.
Right. So the thing is that supposedly there's no need to do that, given that all these modules export services. And the only thing that we want to do is consume the services from those modules. This class does, this application does not directly reference classes coming from the icon packs. So
why are they here in the first place?
It might be the case that we can delete all of those.
Yeah, let's find out tonight, right? It should work.
Exactly. So if we can convert, so it's easy to check if we can compile the class by removing all the requires from those icon packs.
So we don't. You not only want to start the application, you want to improve them tonight by deleting code. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Let's get going. Do you want to share your screen? Because I want to see your first steps using Bach. And look over your shoulder.
Share screen number 2.
Here we go.
There we go.
I remove myself and add you to the stream. I remove the banner just in case somebody. Yes.
So I do know, apparently I have Java 16 running. Yeah, I have 16.01 set up for the project. So you need Java 16 as a minimum for running Bach, don't we?
That's exactly the way to go. Maybe I will update or increase it to 17, but 16 is okay for now for the EA releases we are going to use.
Okay.
So how do we get Bach?
Yeah, exactly. So we need to install Bach.
Yes.
How do we do that?
First of all, Bach is intended to be inside each project. So we're going to have a .bach folder, which the entire build tool in it. And we're going to check it into the project. Just like Gradle does with the wrapper jar, we have a modular jar file soon. And how do we get this? There's a JShell since Java 9, and it's still in 16. And we're going to use JShell as a bootstrapper, because you can specify now a load file, which is short-linked under the HTTPS location URI, HTTPS git.io /Bach minus init. And this is how you bootstrap Bach into a empty, or in this case, an already populated directory. Here, see what was downloaded. You see the file sizes and the files.
Yeah.
And if you click on the first one, maybe the first HTTP, HCOM, yeah. This is just another project. Will open up, and so there's nothing in there. It's just the raw view on GitHub. Everybody can see there's nothing hidden or no Bitcoin.
No Bitcoin mining.
Bitcoin mining started yet, but later. So yeah, you just installed Bach, and it's Bach 17 EA. We got the folder, and now we want to verify that version of Bach is 17 minus EA minus 3. How do we do this? We execute the Bach script, which is located in the .bach bin Bach. Yes, minus version. Here you go.
Nope.
You don't go. Yeah, it's your path was wrong. It's .bach/. not dot Bach dot slash.
Yes.
It's hidden. Yeah. All right. And just before 8 o'clock, I pushed a new version and released it. So we want to upgrade to the latest and greatest EA version because EA3 is already 2 months old. We just call Bach init. Yes, the script with the init. And now the version number which you want to have, which is 17 minus IA. EA, yes, that's it.
Okay.
So you can update Bach and downgrade Bach by itself. It just works.
Yeah, so
there
the jar is different. There's only a single jar.
Yeah, and if you now invoke the Bach version, you should see the commit hashtag from just 50 minutes ago. We could verify this on the browser now and then at github.com, but believe me. Okay. And that's it. Just call Bach.
I guess we're done.
Yeah, Bach space build. Because you wrote module info file. So let's.
So I do this and then.
Now let's find all of them inside this directory and build.
Let's see what happens.
Perfect. Bach was launched. Hey.
Okay.
But what does it tell you?
Work on project Ikonli 0, and then it loaded 4 external modules, and there was a fine exception for called mig layout JavaFX. One of the modules failed to resolve.
It tried to download, yes, external modules, and they were listed, but I couldn't find this one.
Yeah.
So you are using external dependencies, which is okay. But we need to help Bach a bit because we need to map those names to actual modules, modular jar files.
Yeah, now, these dependencies are found in the Ikonli browser module. There is mig layout, desktop pane effects, bootstrap effects, and Gypsy. Well, Gypsy is actually used for all icon packs.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Just Bach analyzed all module info files and found those are not declared here. And they are not part of your system. So those must be externals, right?
Yeah.
If they are not declared in this project, there's no module info file with name, and there is no system module like Java Base or Java whatever. Those must be external. So we need to download them, and let's do one of them, how it's really meant to be. And we do it the manual way. So there is a Bach folder. You just need to update, yes. And everything Bach does is stored in the workspace. So let's open the logbook first.
This one?
Yes, and here we can see what was executed. And you get the entire verbose message output at the last section. And here we see there were a lot of module info files found, and they were all placed in the main space. And then he tried to, Bach tried to find those external, the missing external modules, but it couldn't, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Now you pick one, maybe one that you know good.
Let's go with Gypsy. This is the one that is going to be used a lot.
Yeah, let's download this one. How did you do this in the 90s?
What do you mean?
How do you get this jar file? Back then, without
regular dependencies.
Without tools, how would you get this? No, without tools.
You will have to know the coordinates where to download it, which Maven repository is found, which gap coordinates it has, and then pointing to the URL that contains the jar file and the POM file.
Okay, you may use a browser and search for it. Yes, of course. Search maven.org. Go. what I wanted to say, we want to download it manually without having a resolution tool.
So, where is this? Come on. There is this tab here. So
Yes.
we can go here.
Or search maven.org. Yeah, this is a meta site, right? It's not from Sonatype.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
We need to find Gypsy annotations.
Right.
Here we go. So this is the latest version.
Okay. We need the jar file because there's a module in there.
Yep. Oops.
And we need to keep it, not discard.
Oh, here's the jar.
Yes, and this one we need to download and store under .bach in a directory called external-modules. I just want to show what is actually going on.
Okay, so inside Bach,
there is we have to create a new directory, yes, called external-modules. That's it, and you place the jar file here.
So we move it from downloads, and the name of the file is Gypsy annotations. So
yeah,
that's the one. Well, that's weird. Why is it not resolving? I don't know why it's not resolving.
Me neither. Yeah, here it is. Operation not permitted.
What? Is it? Oh. Hold on a second.
Yes.
That's the first. This is the first time that I'm using Chrome for these things. I regularly don't use Chrome.
Ah, okay. It's running on a different user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Operation not permit. Well, you know, Chrome.
Begun.
Last time I'm gonna use you. Goodbye. So
yes.
that means I'm just gonna do it quickly again. But now I use my trusty Firefox.
Yeah. Whatever works.
You're not supposed to see that. So this, and then we say Gypsy.
Gypsy with the Y, yes.
Annotations. Here we go.
Here we go again.
And click on the jar. Save it.
We could even have chosen the right directory here, but
okay, now this is weird.
It couldn't be overwritten, right? You didn't delete the file?
Yeah, I deleted the file.
You did?
Yeah. There's a new file.
Yeah.
And it looked like permissions are different. So what is wrong with the external modules? Oh. So I'm the owner.
Yes, we have read, write, and access. Well. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know why this is not working in the terminal. Oh, I can do it in this other terminal. Let's say maybe it's the IDE. We'll figure it out. So the project is inside Ikonli, and technically we should be able to download Gypsy annotations into Bach external module, and it works. So again, the IDE.
Yeah. Maybe execution of some things is going on in the terminal here.
Yeah.
When things are getting too smart, they outsmart you.
Okay.
Yes,
so
and now just run Bach build again, and maybe we're gonna define or extend your path variable, environment variable with .bach/bin. So we just have to call, yes, the old path and .bach, one word. You don't have to have a slash here, just dot. No. Okay, yeah.
I'll do it that way.
Hi, Tiago.
So we only need to do Bach build.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
it's no longer 8, right?
yeah, it's no longer 8.
Because just like Java C, when something is there, there's no need to download it again. So you could check it in, you can download it every time, or we can tell Bach and configure Bach how to download a module that was called or chord amp help me gypsy annotations, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's do this. Call Bach --, and now we take another one from the list, which you just deleted, right?
Yeah, but it's right there.
Maybe the Bootstrap FX core.
Okay.
That's an external module location. That's one word. --, external minus module location. Yeah, we're gonna start slow and touch each possible way how to do this, and then you're firm to do it on the other day. So that's another space now. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy this value. Oh,
yeah,
come
on. Only those. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, paste it, and then equals. And now equals, yeah, and then without space, either the HTTPS address or the Maven central coordinates.
Okay, yeah. So the coordinates for Bootstrap FX.
Why are we doing this? Because there is no information in the module info files where to find those actual modules. And Maven and Gradle and other build tools are doing this for you with a lot of information in extra definitions. Whoa.
Yeah, so it had an additional
Yes.
thing there. So that's site tried to be very helpful, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. So what do we got here? Yeah, the group colon artifact name colon version. Okay, space and build.
No.
Run this again. Another time.
Nope.
Do we have a?
Yeah, I'm just checking that I did the correct thing.
Yes. Can you increase the font size a bit for me? Because I'm. Yes, exactly. That's good. And what do you try? The Bootstrap FX core, right?
Yes.
External module location. There's a module name. Yeah. Can you invoke Bach --, help just to make sure I'm using the right? If you go to E, like external module location, in there, yeah, should write good.
So you really need the, yeah, I suppose you need the equals, right?
Yes. It's the second line here.
Then I guess it's missing here, the equal sign.
Yeah, but yeah, there's right. There's a typo in the help text, but.
So the other option would be to pass in the URL.
Yeah, maybe this works.
So let's copy that URL, and instead of passing the gap coordinates, paste in the URL.
Yeah.
Built. Nope. Same problem.
It may be that this time the Bootstrap FX is the first one that fails is the desktop pane FX thing. Maybe this is failing the whole build and it's failing fast, maybe. So let's skip this and define all dependencies in one go.
Yep.
And this I prepared 2 days ago. Just have a look. So what we need is a database where all of those modules with their latest versions are already defined. So we don't want to specify each of them. We're gonna use a prepared database, which is fixed from 2 days ago, or 4 days actually. So let's call Bach with external library minus version. Minus version to the library, yes. And this should read Sonoras minus modules equals 2021.0606. This was the day when I released this library with the help of JReleaser, by the way. And now space and build. So what we do here is
now we need to specify JavaFX modules.
Yes, and we do this likewise. We just before the build workflow name, we need another external library version, which I two minuses before the external. It's a long name. Now a space JavaFX equals 11 or 16, whatever you want. That's a version of. I think it's 11 at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, press enter. And here we go. Yes.
We generate a lot of jars and start to generate the Java doc.
Because it can, not because you wrote some, I think. And your machine is warming up.
And generate a JLink image for which
all modules defined and found here.
Wait a second. Create a JLink for what?
Yeah, let's look into the logbook. Now, first, let's look into the external modules directory. You see?
Yeah.
Those are the missing 8 ones or 9.
So supposedly, if I delete Gypsy annotations and later run again, it will download the module with the correct name, right?
Right, delete it, and let's
see how fast it is again. Yeah, wow, it's really fast.
Yes, it was we're gonna see it in the logbook when the workflow execution finishes. Because
downloading the module. So the thing is that this is used for in case that you were to run this in the class path, which technically you shouldn't be doing for JavaFX since JavaFX 9.
There's no class path in Bach. This is
no. What I'm saying is that Ikonli can help you run JavaFX applications in the class path, even though it's a modular a set of Java modules proper, right? So we use Gypsy to generate the service files that go into meta-im services. That's what it is. So the users of these annotations should recompile everything.
Pardon, is it a Java C compiler, an annotation compiler?
It's an annotation processor.
A processor. Wow. Yeah, now I'm curious how we get this going.
We definitely, I guess, these annotations are compile time only, but we certainly are not using the annotation processor in Bach.
Exactly.
Because that's another module that Bach is not aware of.
Absolutely fine. We're gonna have it later tonight working with the annotation processor. All right. So what happened? Let's have a look. External modules and it's all here. Maybe just we're gonna look in the logbook first and then scan the workspace files. And if you just go to the rendered page, you're going to see a lot. We're starting here with all modules that were compiled. And I repeat myself, solely based on your module info files, and by grabbing all of them, because we didn't define a filter. And we can see the modular API, which you decided to program into module info files. And
this is the module that I was telling you that defines like 30 different providers or not. This is quite big.
And you can see them all listed here. It's not finished or polished, this table, but at least everything, every information you typed is in here. And now the interesting part starts, because Bach is just orchestrating the foundation tools. And all of those, I think it was 63 modules which were found, are compiled in a single Java C call. That was the one before.
This one.
And there's a long, arguments list attached to it. And we're going to play around and see how we can tweak this Java C call to only compile maybe just the core modules first, or integrate all the other icon packs, how we set a version number for your modules and so things. But let's have a glimpse at the jar codes, which are executed in parallel to generate the jar files, the modular jar files, from the different directories, which were created just by the Java C call. And you see all those numbers don't add up. Would add up synchronously, but as different threads are working, this is quite fast. And the longest thing here is the Java doc call and the JLink call. 16 seconds of the build was just Java doc and JLink. So let's tune this a bit, right?
Right.
Maybe first of all, let's focus on Java C and jar. And let's only execute those tools in the build run.
Okay.
The easiest part is to create a bach.args file, a text file in the root project folder.
So right here?
A new file, bach.args, for arguments. And those are just arguments we typed. If you scroll up, the last command you executed. And let's copy this one over. Remove Bach and build.
Oops.
And just keep the arguments. And here it's 1 line per argument. So you have to split the external library version, and then comes the argument, Zormos modules equals whatever. You have to split, again.
Again?
Yes, without the E, but you may indent the second argument. Yes, now that's nice.
Okay.
Okay, let's first.
This is not YAML.
Yeah, it's just argument. so that's valid. Let's build again. Exit Vim. Let's see if it works.
Yep.
Yeah, seems to work. While it's still compiling, we should delete the .bach external modules and workspace folder. Just delete all 3 of them.
External tools and workspace as well?
Yes, just to make it.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yes, and if you open the bin directory just to see, there's just the 2 shell scripts, at least 3 of them, and the module. And let's now trigger a build again. And my expectation was that all external modules are found and the compilation starts. Okay, and now we can start tweaking. Maybe just open the, inside here. Yeah. Merci. So, what do you want first?
Skip Javadoc.
Yeah, there's limit 2. Like Java C has, or Java, I always forget which one, maybe both, have a limit module. There's a limit tool option where you can specify the universe of available tools which are allowed to be executed. Okay, next line, comma separated, Java C and jar. Save that file and run build again. Yes, that's it. But it didn't compile, right?
Yeah, well, it says compile 64 modules.
Yeah, that's because
there's Java C right there.
But Java C has an up-to-date check. Java C compared your Java source files to the compiled class files and saw that the class file date is after the Java C file, the Java source file, and then it didn't compile it. So there is some optimization going on here when you're using the module switch on Java C. So if you really want to be sure it's recompiled, there's, of course, a Bach clean build workflow, which deletes the .bach workspace folder. And now you see, now we're really compiling all your Java source files, and that's it. We're picking it up. So 6 seconds for the first build. And if you now trigger Bach build, yes, that's just packaging, right? So 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds for Java C for 69 modules. And packaging is about 1.5 seconds. Okay.
Are these packages being executed, or they are also skipped? Because given that the class files did not change, and we are, unless there are any timestamps added, then the jar files should be identical.
Yeah, it depends on the arguments you have on the when you configure Bach, because you may have a different version. And we're going to do this now in the Bach args. Try to set ---- project minus version. Because at the moment you see that's all at 0 point jar.
Yeah.
Yes. You want to add a -AA for? No, you don't want to.
There it goes. Fast.
And there you see all the jars are recreated. And not only the file name changed, but also the internal compiled module descriptors touched with the new version, but without recompiling the class files. So if you run jar ---- describe -module and copy the file ---- from the last jar command above, yes, including the ---- file, please. Yes. That's it. Enter. You see there's the module name at 12.3.0. And that's compiled into the module descriptor. And what do you need this for? Maybe we're gonna see this with Bach. Just call Bach space 123 to have an invalid workflow here. Yes. And in a stack trace, there I can see which version of Bach you were using, which produced the stack trace. So this is a real benefit of the module system when you're compiling the version into your modules. And whatever happens on the stack trace, I can see the version you were using. All right. So maybe we should now look the modules you created are all compiled with Java 16. Just type Java -version.
Yeah, it's 16. Oh, that's the wrong.
Yeah. And this is also the default target of Bach for the module it produces. But I guess you want to target Java 11, so everybody on the last LTS. So let's do this. Let's say a new argument, minus minus mine Java release, which is 11. And here you go. You compile again.
See, release 11 right there.
And now we have a rebuild. You see?
Yeah.
And all are created here. And now all class files use the targeted resource target, whatever, release flag on Java C. If you scroll up or open the log file, you're going to see on the Java C, the first one is release 11, because that's important for all the modules here. Now, yeah, I see what you're doing. I guess you saw it. Because Bach is also able to produce multi-release files. Whenever there's a Java minus version number found next to your module info file, it would trigger Java C with the correct release version information and package it correctly. But that's for another night. That's not our goal tonight.
Okay.
Did you see the warnings, by the way?
Because
yes,
module names are not supposed to have numbers, because otherwise the compiler thinks that you put in a version number on the module. And this is, I know it's weird, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, and I think it's fine for this project. Also because you can't suppress just this particular modular related warning. You just can suppress all module warnings, which is in the brackets, the warning brackets module. You see this? So you can suppress this, but then you won't get any warnings regarding modules, which is not what you want. Yeah. Yes. So what happens? Yeah, there happens a lot, and it's quite fast, but it's still too much, right? We just want to compile the core modules first.
Well, I guess the core are the
icon packs. So now that we specified the main Java release, let's specify the main module pattern. And this is a pattern that should match with the glob or regex, but you use glob here. The module info files it should find. So you can repeat this, and you can specify, if you pick from your project browser on the left side the module info file, you just can copy paste the path. If you copy the module info.
Sorry, that's the wrong thing.
And there was space.
This.
Copy its path. I think you have to right click on it and copy path. Copy maybe, and take now the relative path, the fifth. I think it's a fifth. Yes. And we're going to leave it like this, yeah? Because now we say everything that's inside is interesting, is according to this pattern, and now we're going to build again. Yeah, you did it, man. Okay.
I mean, it should be obvious. If it doesn't work, then something wrong with the tool, right?
Okay, give it a shot.
Yep. So
yeah, that's how you configure a build system, right?
Can I repeat this
Of course
option?
you can.
Okay, so now I can do this.
No, there's too much caps going on. Icon packs.
I want to be really pedantic, and that's it.
Yeah, you should be.
And there we go. 59 modules. That is about correct.
Yeah, because all the core modules and the pack modules are just written, and resources are grabbed and packaged and targeted to Java 11 with the version you wanted. That's it. That's the old configuration. So let's delete all Gradle files now. Pardon.
Not yet.
But it's 10 to 9, so we are here almost.
There are a few
Huh?
things that need to be done before we can do that.
Yeah. Oh, I totally missed Tiago is chatting. Only applies Java C when using module flag. Ah, recompilation. Yes, Tiago, that's right. Okay. Yeah. What next? Let's see where the modules are. Right. They are in .Bach workspace modules.
I'm gonna delete this one
Why?
because we are working with Java 11, not S16 right now.
Yeah, it's just space. You just saved
Yeah.
a lot of space, right? You could have triggered Bach clean. That's the same. Oh, whatever. Well, whatever it works.
Yeah, same as this one. This is not needed. Well,
Delete the entire workspace.
yeah, you say it's not that slow. Yeah, let's do backplane, and this should take like what, 6 seconds supposedly. There you go.
Yes.
Boom.
Yeah.
There. All right.
Here we go. And if you open the modules, and yeah, you can see all the modules. And now you can drag and drop them to your FTP server, and they're published. No, but from reusage with the apps, it should work.
Okay.
What else do we want here first before we go into the apps? Or is it a safe point?
Well, the only thing that is extra that Gradle is doing for this, the icon packs, is invoking the annotation processor.
Ah, I hope you asked. Okay, let's do this next.
Okay.
Okay. Please open a browser at my GitHub Somoas Bach repository. Because this I'm not doing that often. And we need to get some ideas from a demo project or a test project that's running. Yeah, that's better. There's test projects. Yeah, and there is processing code. And here, see, in the main realm, there's the processor. And in the test realm, I'm using the processor.
Okay. So we need something like this.
Yeah, but we want, first, let's try to do this on the command line with Bach and a Bach args file. So
Okay.
copy this over. And now, anything that could happen, first of all, you may tweak each foundation or each tool call with another option, like this one. Or we could tweak Java doc to have different groups, whatever. I don't know. And you can do this on the command line. So we can inject arguments to the tool call.
Okay.
So let's have a, I think it's called tweak. Let's run the help again on the command line. One C too much.
Tweak.
Yeah, I don't know if this is working. No, let's see.
So generally it's tweak.
No,
I'm gonna pick main.
hold it. That's
no,
that's too bad. Don't want to do this. Let's create a new module, because you can configure Bach with an extra module, and it has to be in the Bach folder, you guessed, yes. And the name has to be bach.info, the new folder directory. No, not a file, a folder, because first you have a folder with a module name, yes, Bach. No, not bar. Bar.ch.info, yes.
Dot?
.info. It's a module name, so it's .info. inside we need a module info minus info.java. Here we go. And it's a module. Yeah, it's called Bach.info. That's because it starts and ends. It requires com, GitHub, and Nesamras Bach. And everything it exports, semicolon, right? And now we can use the project info annotation on the module to configure in a way that, yeah, that should work here. Now let's tweak first the idea configuration. So we have the auto-completion, right? So let's create a new module, and it will scream that Gradle will override this, and we're going to ignore that scream and warning. Let's create a new idea module. How do we do this? Yes, module, the first one.
There we go.
Tiago, it does with a hashtag. Every line starting with a hashtag is ignored in the argument file. Not from archetype. We want a Java module.
Yeah, I'm not selecting anything there.
That's good. And it's not untitled. Choose the location. It's .bach info. You can grab it from the, from the selector.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Okay. And let's store the, you can't change the location of the file, or whatever, doesn't matter. What is this? No, we are inside a Bach, inside a Maven thing. Go to previous, please. Previous, and now click on Java, not on Maven. Here we go. Right? And we wanted to have project SDK, it should be 16. We're going to see it next. We're going to fix this later for this module. Yes, perfect. Yeah, here we go. The content root, that's in .bach info. And please store the, that's correct, and store the module info location beneath .idea. Yes, Ikonli.idea to keep this clean. And the other one, just delete the, delete the reminder. Yes, and the Bach info delete it as well. Just .idea, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, finish. So if you see on the left on project browser, it added a blue dot. You can click on it, and now we're going to remove the source folder because we don't want it. Here, just press delete button. No, go back to the module. Whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, go to the settings of the module.
Where is it? Where is it?
It's gone. Open here, Apple down key. Open module settings. Third bracket from below, and the first entry. One up. Yes. Just delete key here. No, delete. Yes. Delete it on the right side from the source folders. No, right side. Yeah. And now click on sources, mark as sources. Yes, that's it.
Why?
This is what I mean with IDEs sometimes don't get what you want. Okay, and all we need to tell IDEA now is where to find this module here. But it's a one-time setup if you check in the IDEA configuration. Okay, back to the module settings of Bach info.
I know where to find it now.
Yeah, and now dependencies on the right side. dependencies up in the middle.
Oh, there we go.
And we're gonna add one. The plus button is on the bottom. We're gonna have a jar. That's it. And we're gonna add the entire Bach. No, is it hidden? Man.
Yeah. So how do you see the hidden ones?
We did last time, right? There is a key combination.
Yeah, I know, but I hardly use it. What's the way to see this? No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it either. Is there a way?
I got it. It's Command Shift and dot. Command Shift dot. Yes. Google is your friend. It's bin, the entire bin directory.
This?
Yes. Okay, open. Pardon me. Remove it because we with the minus down there. I think we need to specify the jar file because you're using an old IDEA version, right?
Yes, I'm not using the latest version.
Huh? Command Shift. And inside bin, yeah. Here you go. Your cup of tea. And then okay. And that's only for this single module. And only this module uses, Okay, project info is not in the root package, so you have to specify com github somos Bach, or you press Alt Enter and have a import because it's a module, right? Does it work? Import?
Oh, it doesn't give me anything. Whoa.
Yeah, it's still indexing, right? No. Okay, specified for one time with com, It's API. That's it. Here you go. Whew.
Weird.
It should work, but it depends on the don't do this. Remove the star and replace it with project info because there are some name clashes, and please import a second line all types from project info dot star. No, pardon, project info dot star. Yeah, because those we're going to use inside the annotation. And here you should have now tweaks. Yes. Or tool, tool equals add tool. Yeah, that's it. Brackets and and now we have tweaks finally. And now we have add tweak. And now you can copy paste the thing from there. Yes.
So we need to tool. The name is Java C.
Yes.
The option is processor module path.
I guess. Yeah.
Oh. Or it's not.
Yeah, maybe option doesn't work. It's called with and more.
Yes. Consistency.
Yeah, because it's whatever. I don't know. I'm not at the process of documenting, not yet. And with more, so we tweak the tool Java C with this option and even more options. So I think we have now to specify the path to your processor. So it's dot Bach. It was downloaded, right? It's in external modules.
No, it's not. It's not yet downloaded.
Why not? Just check it.
Because the annotations are one thing and the processor is in a different jar, in a different module.
Ah, great.
Yeah,
So
I have a split.
let's define a external whatever a place below .bach where we want to have it. Just create a directory or whatever. Below Bach, just create a directory for.
Yeah.
It's not a module, right?
It is a module.
It is.
Well,
Perfect.
we can check. Hold on a second. I can show you
Yeah.
directly where we're going. For them, Gypsy and processor, source, main. It's not a module. It's just a regular annotation processor. If it has to be a module, then I guess we can skip it for now.
No. Let's try this. Let's take if you let's say 50 minutes.
Yeah.
If you can get it right. It's just a Java C code. Just download the processor, the jar file, like we did before. If your build tool doesn't have support for downloading things, you can still download it from your own hands.
Right here.
Yeah.
Save. It's done.
And it was Chrome or wherever?
No, Firefox. So now I have to copy it out from the outside.
Place it in the external tools directory.
Yeah.
Bach external tools, yeah.
There. So it's right there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, then we don't, it won't be deleted, yeah. So the processor module path is wrong now. It's the processor path in the tweak. That's fine.
Yeah. So here.
Yeah, .bach / external minus modules. And I guess you have to specify the jar file now. And above it, on the width, on the line 8, it has to be processor path, not processor module path. But we should look at the Java C man page for those. But we can just try, right? First, and then see what happens.
Boom. Oh, of course. This is wrong.
Yeah. So maybe it worked all along, but we didn't figure it out. And when the something was executed, right?
It did something. It didn't fail.
Or it didn't see the tweak, right?
It's easy to check. We look into the compiled classes inside one of the icons, and there is no meta-in file. So yeah, it didn't do it.
Just run a Bach clean. And Bach build again.
Great.
Great. We have some feedback we can work on. Threw up an on-code exception. I support the source version release 8.
So what is happening is that this processor requires the classes that are defined in the Gypsy annotations module, because there's a split between the processor and the annotations. So we need to put the annotations in the processor path as well.
Yeah, here you go. Specify more, whatever. I don't know the exact syntax or the usage. But I don't think you can. If Java, yeah, it's merged. All right. But I don't know if it has to be like a Windows or Linux separated path. Gonna try this. Yes, give it a Bach clean build. I'm not sure how this works with the
Well, we can look into the logbook, see what it did. Somewhere here, we should see the tweak, right?
Yeah, far to the right.
Yeah,
Or
well,
scroll down.
yeah, here's everything. Back, external, so here's processor path.
Yeah.
There's only one. Yeah, it's not going to work. Wait, hold on a second. No, it should have failed. Like last time.
Yeah. The Mohawk. That's Jorn, I think. Your colleague is in the chat and watching
No,
us.
hold on a second. This should have failed. Like last time. Right? But it didn't.
I think there was only a warning.
No, it was a failure. And we can check that by just removing this. Do a clean build. We got a failure. I put back the annotations, supposedly.
Yeah.
There's no failure, but now let's check if it actually did something. Which is looking into the workspace. Classes, yeah. No, it didn't do it.
Yeah, because we didn't say where to store those, right? No, it should use the Java C configuration.
Yeah, the default one.
Yeah. Jorn says we can have multiple paths in the more because more supports an array of strings. But that wouldn't work here because I don't know that you're trying to concatenate paths. So yeah, try this.
So like this.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the terminal. We're clean. And I've got a warning. Okay, that's different.
Yes. No module specified and location is either module orange location or module multi-module. Oh, never see this before. Gonna learn this.
So here is the path, right? Separated by commas.
Yeah.
So this caused trouble.
Yeah, because your module processor doesn't know about modules and doesn't know where to put the generated resources.
Are you sure that is the processor, the one that is failing?
Yeah, maybe we can either please open the man page for Java C. We got still some minutes left. And I guess there is something we can tell Java C when a processor is on the class path, the output should be this module. I think Raphael Winterhalter had this thingy going on, and there was.
Did you see that? IntelliJ failed.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the command line works.
Yeah.
So that's a lesson for everybody watching. If your IDE fails, that's okay. Just go back to the command line. If it breaks on the command line, then something is really wrong.
Yeah. I always go to the web page and type man Java C, and I get it formatted on the Java doc. Yeah. So S is a directory, and there's something like default module or something. Let me search on another screen. Maybe use something. So we need to specify when a processor doesn't know about a module, there's a default module name.
So let's search everything that says processor, name of annotation processor.
Yes, it's an extra option. It's an extra option. It's called -- default module for created files.
Oh.
But this doesn't help because I guess you want to run the processor for each module, right?
Yeah.
And we have a single Java C code for all modules. So a single default doesn't help.
Well, the point of Gypsy is that it can aggregate values. So even if it's a single meta im services file, it will do the right thing.
Mm-hmm. But then we lose the multi-module compilation.
No, not really. So how do we specify the location for the processor? How do we specify this module?
If you search for default minus module in this man page. If this is for, no, there's a typo.
Hold on a second. Which version of Java? Yeah, that's the latest.
Just press Java C, enter Java C minus help minus extra. One word, minus help minus extra. No, one word, minus. No space between help and extra.
Oh.
And yeah, that's it. Yeah. And you can specify a single module. And you can specify either a text block and more. Can do this here, right? Or have different strings in the more section.
Different strings?
Yeah, okay. You can duplicate the tweak, or you can specify even more Java C options in the more section. Just have a you can either a string array or a text block instead of a single line string.
I guess it should be clear if it's were to be like this, right? Should it work if I define multiples?
Yes, it does. It just adds up everything that's there. And it's only the with one now, and the module in the more case.
Yeah.
So we need the more. Yeah. And now we need a name, and we can't have it here.
Why not?
Yeah, just have a name.
Any name?
Yeah. If you open the workspace classes directory, there's none at the moment. No, there is the classes Java version, right? And then below this directory, there's a list of every module. And this is the place where it's going to be, just name it 1, 2, 3. And we're going to see, just delete the entire string.
Yeah, and a module that does not exist.
Yeah, but this is sorted in the long list of 60 folders later. Just make it 1, 2, 3. No, it's not the module name, right? Yeah, it's easy. Perfect. Okay, give it a try. Yeah, it has to exist.
Oops.
So just take the first one of our list of modules, or the one you know, which happens to be here.
Put in the core.
Yeah, perfect. And we should see now in the one module the output of the meta-inf.
Yep.
And all others are empty. And it is the last one, I guess, that was triggered.
I don't know. Let's see if it actually contains what it's supposed to contain. Yep. Everything is aggregated. And same here. Why is it aggregated? Because that's the thing that Gypsy does.
Ah, Nice. So that's everything we had to do. It just works.
Well, so this is what we did. This is just in case that you would like to run Ikonli in the cloud.
Of course. But the compilation and the processor call worked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. The only caveat is the colon. Let's duplicate the first tweak, and try to, and let's see if we can, tweak this twice. And have, the first one there and the last one over there. If it's repeatable, it should work, but I don't think so. Have a rebuild.
With a clean.
Yeah.
And boom.
No, there's some other thing going on. Yeah, there's a command. Hey, it checks the syntax of your configuration. It's not like YAML. You can do what you want, and it's in Java sees. Whoa!
It didn't work.
It didn't work, and it didn't. The processor is not there, right?
No. So the thing is that if we don't add this, the processor will fail with a class not found exception.
Yeah.
This will put it in the class path so that the processor, well, in the processor path, so they will see it, but something else is happening such that the processor is not doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm. So either get your processor transformed into a right module, and we could have used the standard way. And especially because we could in a module path point to a single directory, and all modules inside there are gathered up. Or I need to improve my tweaking when you want to have multiple paths to directories or files, and replace the colon with the syntax for the platform you're running on.
Yes, exactly. So we have something that is not ideal, which is put the 2 jars in a single tweak. So we know that works.
If the underlying tool doesn't support multiple or repeatable options like this.
Yeah. Okay. So we have identified one thing that can be done for Gypsy to make the processor jar modular.
Yeah.
And in your case, a way to identify this case and merge the properties.
Yeah. Have a special string or whatever, or like paths, an extra default empty element on the tweak. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can leave it with that for now. So let's leave it working.
Of course.
Even though it's not ideal.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess the next thing to do is see if we can launch one of the applications.
Yeah, of course.
It's let's see if we can launch the simplest one. Well, given that we have already JavaFX as a library, so you should be able to launch this one as well.
Yeah, let's take this one. So it's a new project, right? Or as we got all the modules here, we just extend the module pattern, the main module pattern, and as you chosen. First, let's get rid of the Bach args file. Just copy everything from here. Yes, copy. We won't delete it yet. Go to the module info file, and over or above the tool, there is get some space arguments. Yes, and now a text block, triple, and a comma. And now you're old. You're old.
Version of IntelliJ.
Messing with us. Okay, we're gonna keep the bug. Forget it. If you're on a new IDE, you could paste it like this here, and delete the Bach args file, and everything works just like this. So you don't lose any configuration. But just for the case of it, just delete the version thing you got on the Bach Arts.
The version?
Yes, the project version.
This one.
Yeah, and now you can here say, yes, version equals string 1230, comma, that's it. That's the same as on the command line, right?
Yep. Well, we can check that it's different if I do this.
Yeah, of course.
All right. And
Yeah.
so let's add the application, which will be inside apps, sampler JavaFX.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So this will make a compile.
And as all modules are available in this round, in this processing round, the application should be created. What's the name?
Let me check what is the name of the module.
Yeah. The only thing that matters is
Sampler JavaFX.
Maybe if you go to the Project Explorer, we have them sorted. Yeah, there it is. I see it. The
there.
First one. Yeah.
Right. So the trick now will be to run this without having to specify every single module.
Here we go. Just type in Java --module path, the long version.
Yeah.
And now what do we need?
We need Bach, workspace,
modules. That's it. And colon.
The external modules as well.
Yes. Colon. Bach external modules. No, not workspace.
External modules. Yeah.
Space minus module. And now copy the module name from above without the add.
Yes.
Here you go.
Let's see.
Yes, of course. Slash. We're going to do this next time, but now slash and now the main class. Yeah, same package name. We already copied it, .sampler. I don't see it.
Yeah, because they appear in a different window. So here is. Oh, wow.
Hey,
no, this is terrible.
Complete. This is not terrible. This is Spanish?
No, I don't have a clue what this thing is. But those names should be in English.
Yeah, this is English, but upside down.
Is it?
Maybe there's some resource thingy going on here, or some UTF-8. We didn't set the UTF-8 encoding, right?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, I think this is what's going on here.
Okay, so I guess we put here we have to say something like that.
Another tweak for the Java C. Yes, of course.
Go away, Siri. Don't bother me. For some reason, Siri decided to say hello and say no, thank you.
No, not today.
Is it file encoding?
It's just minus encoding, I guess, without the minus file. Just single minus. It's an old option and UTF -8. Yeah.
Okay, so rebuild.
But it's fast.
Yeah. 7 seconds. Then launch it again.
Mm-hmm.
And where is the window? Here's the window. Here we go. And still working.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, you found a secret bug in JDK 16. No. I guess there's something going on with whatever.
Oh. Wait.
I
What
wait.
did I say before about IntelliJ?
Well, Andres told me last time, don't use it as a command replacement.
I know what's the problem. Is the font running in the terminal for IntelliJ?
Ah.
There we go. See?
Yes, but that's not
And
English.
how I can tell, because you can see here that these icons appear
Yeah.
rendered properly. Whereas in IntelliJ, the font was not the selected one. No, it's not the one that I have in my terminal. So you see this icon here in Chinese. That should not be the case.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that was what's happening. Is the
Yeah.
font that is running on the terminal is different.
But setting the encoding for the source files is always a good idea, and most of them are UTF-8. So especially when you're dealing with fonts and strings.
Yeah. Okay, so if we do this,
just open the Octicon icon page.
Oh, let me relaunch it again.
Yeah, just to see if the packaging was right. That was my fear, that there's something going on with the resources and the jar command I create. So this should be Octocat and all the things. Yeah, looks good. There she is. Yeah, nice. Right.
So we could do another thing, which is not run app, but do Ikonli browser instead.
You can have both here, actually.
But
Just
would they
just
be in
have
the
a
same?
star. Let's create all of them. They're different modules. Just have apps, star, or asterisk, source, main, whatever.
But if that's the case, then there's no point in doing this. Because
Pardon?
then they will be doing everything. There is no filter anymore.
No, pardon. If you no, replace just the apps Ikonli browser here for all three apps. Just have a star in this line, in line 14. Yeah. So let's compile all of them. And now the clean is not longer needed. But hey,
Right.
we are used to it, right? From Arndt and Maven. There's always clean install. No.
So that means that now we need to invoke this module. This Ikonli browser.
Mm-hmm.
And the module name is Ikonli browser, and the main class is launcher.
Here we go.
So that means this is browser launcher.
The module name. You have, yeah, of course, yeah.
And Ikonli browser. This. And we get a different window. Yay!
Hey. And we got Surge, browse.
I can browse, and that pops a new dialog here, and I can search for Octicons. So there it is. And where is the Octocat?
I
right
see.
there.
Yeah, in red. Cool.
And I can search for, and I get everything that says Octo.
Nice. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it works.
Yeah, I think we reach our milestone, right?
Yes, the applications are working. We kind of have the annotation processor doing what we expect with certain tweaks. And of course, the code is compiling, and it's compiling very fast.
Yeah, maybe let's close this session with doing a J-Link call as the climax, and have either the browser or the swing for the JFX thingy.
I will go for the browser, given that it's pretty much the same amount of modules.
And didn't we want to check if we can get rid of all the requires in the browser as well?
So the first thing that we have to do is
let's make it first. Oh, this is gonna be heavy work, because when you J-link and you only have services, you need to specify them when you J-link them. If they are specified here, J-link will see them and make them available in the image. If you remove them, which you don't do now, okay, I don't think there are some switches we have to pass to J-link. So it sees there's an implementation of the service, so it has to be included into the custom runtime image.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there is at least one set of icons that needs to be available for this to come.
Yeah, just take the Ant design icons. This one, the box icons. Just this one, yeah.
There may be another one.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I think it's going to fail at runtime. I'm pretty sure it's going to fail.
Okay.
Because desktop pane affects my complaint. Let's see. Browse and open something. Nope. Okay, so this. Oh, I was smart. These icons.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No. Fun. It didn't work. It didn't fail. Good. Great. So this definitely is a requirement from the application itself, but everything else was loaded using services.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so let's create or tweak Bach to create a single custom runtime image.
Yeah. Product info.
Wait.
Or arcs.
And first of all, in the Bach arcs, here we defined the limit of the tools to Java C and jar, and we want to add J-link.
Yeah.
And just give it a try on the console and see what happens. And remove the clean, man.
Why?
It's still fast enough with clean. Okay.
Okay, I got a J-link thing.
Yes, and now, because it includes all three applications, what you can do now is call Bach/workspace/image/bin. Yes, please do it here. .Bach. Image bin Java -list -modules. No, list listing print, not the mist modules, the list of modules. Okay. And here you go. That's all inside your image. And you see, the 12.3.1 is inside here.
Yeah, but that's the version that we put.
And there's JavaFX, Java desktop, Java JDK unsupported.
The two samplers, and there should be the browser as well. There it is.
Yes. So let's start this one from the image. Get the command line back, yes. And now you just type in --module and the module name / of the class.
See if I type correctly.
Yeah, that's a test. The browser with S, not with X.
It's more powerful than the regular browser.
Yeah, of course.
It's extra.
X times harder.
And I got a window.
Okay, close it. And now we're going to tweak J-link and copy the command line. Not the entire command line, just the mod. This one, yeah.
So if we tweak, that means we go here.
Copy one of those with the comma this time. Comma at tweak. Yeah, duplicate this one. Now we want to tweak J-link with --. Yeah, that's in the more, right? You know what you're doing. -1 launcher. No, -1 launcher.
That is, all right.
-1 is launcher.
Launcher.
Launcher. And now add in the string of the more a name like browser equals, or you can insert an X because it's the X browser, the browser.
Like this.
Yes, of course. Okay.
Right.
Good. Build, but without
The clean.
theme. Yeah.
To make it faster.
Yes. .bach/image. Yeah, here we go. And not Java, but browser. Want to see it free first, right?
There is.
There's a browser.
And execute. And I get a window.
Here you go. Your application.
Well, that's weird. Something in the background. But anyway, but it's there. And size of the application is about 170.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Because of JavaFX. If you
Yeah. It's big. Isn't that weird?
Make a disk usage of the Java external modules. The Bach external modules, pardon.
Well, they're not that big.
Just to have the number. All right, that's nice.
It's not even that much. I mean, I'm surprised it's that much.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah, it's the JavaFX ones. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, because they. Why? No, it's not. It's just kilo.
No, look, this one is almost 5 megs.
Yeah, but we are talking about 170.
Yeah.
This doesn't add up to 170.
No, this is pretty much the whole it's the Java image.
Yeah, but why? Just list the modules again.
Yeah, exactly. So the difference is coming from here.
Don't know. List the Bach workspace modules. I think you got a lot of PDF files, TTF files, whatever. Not text. Of course, we got all the icon packs.
Yes.
Bach, workspace modules. Yeah, now this makes sense. Like
right, because it's the resources.
Yeah. And
Wait
they all.
31.
31, yeah. Java desktop, yeah, of course. Tiago says Java desktop and the JDK unsupported. They are all adding up, yes.
Well, yeah, of course, for an application like this, that is pretty much the kitchen sink of everything that Ikonli brings in, including the samplers, which is not that much, but why would you put them?
Yeah, because they are part of the compilation at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying that if you wanted to distribute this as a production application, then those two modules will be excluded.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
but I think that was quite a ride. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, the only thing that is not clear to me is setting up the IDE. That is a very, very magical step.
Yeah.
Everything else, I guess, if you kind of know where you're going, you can figure it out. So the first time that I'm actually touching the this module info with project info, it takes a while to get going. But once you know what's supposed to be doing and where I can find these options and the possible values that they can take, then it's easy to continue.
Yeah, and you are always at the state of the art. You don't depend on an external tool to use those options provided by the foundation tools. So if you use Java 16, you get all of Java 16 at day 1 or day 0, even with the early access, and 17 and the like. So
yeah,
I think this is the major advantage of not hiding away all the options that are available, but instead encourage people to learn about them and use them. Yeah. And yeah, it's all already typed and designed from you as the author of the project in the one and only place. Yeah, there should be for Java, because it's part of the language, the module descriptor. And you shouldn't have to duplicate this information again and again just for another build tool.
Right. So if I wanted to use Bach going forward for Ikonli, I could use it for compilation and for generating the JLink image. As a matter of fact, I'll have to change the name of the image to match the platform.
Yeah.
There's some additional tweaks, but that's one thing. So to generate the binary, but for releasing a project, you also need the Java doc. This particular project also has a guide created with ASCII doc. Now, right now, those things are part of the build setup for which I use Gradle. And as I understand, Bach does not yet support calling these tools externally.
No.
Which is one thing to wonder whether it should or whether it might do it in the future.
Yeah.
If it never does it, that means that if I want to keep creating my project or all the outputs, all the artifacts, as I currently do, I will have to have a series of scripts. I have to have a series of tools that can provide that instead of having everything under one roof.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, this is mandatory for Bach to work, that everything is provided as a tool or a command line tool, or at least as an executable jar. And yeah, and you are the one who orchestrated and put it in a line to make a product out of it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a fun ride.
Yeah, so we managed to do everything that we wanted to do. We accomplished all the goals.
Yeah, that's impossible, actually. So
what? No.
Well, goals were too low, right?
Well, the last thing that we could have done
for the next time, you mean?
To try to push the binaries to a Git release. That would mean using the JReleaser tool with Bach, but that probably will take a bit longer.
Yeah, I think this will be for July, maybe another session.
All right.
All right. Cool. Thanks, Andres, for trying Bach, and yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Gonna end the broadcast now. Bye bye.
Ciao.